Shalom, Isaiah. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? You can hear me now? Okay, good. Oh, finally. Oh, man. I don't know what the hell happened there, y'all. I didn't do anything differently. So I think this time around, this was not on my end. This is really weird. Well, I'm glad you're all paying attention and you came back. That's the good part. Okay, okay, great. All right. I'm glad you can hear me. Just put this on low. All right. That's a little better. Okay, family, let's talk about it. I'm gonna put the link to the article back in the chat. Okay. All right, y'all. Just, when I saw this, it reminded me of the book of Exodus. And once the plagues started hitting Egypt, they just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. And this is exactly what we are seeing. As soon as I saw this, along with monkeypox and then the pandemic of 2020, I'm like, it really is as it's written. It really truly is. It says that these plagues would, once a country is under judgment, the plagues will just keep coming over and over and over, and they are coming. And yes, I did see the stories on Kentucky and how whole town is underwater. I mean, these plagues are kicking America's butt for real, y'all, for real. So I'm going to go over this article. I wanted you to have it for your own review because I believe this is another plague hitting. And this time, if you remember, when the Most High placed Egypt under judgment, it was their children that also got hit. And remember, he took out the firstborn, not only the firstborn of the people, but also the firstborn of even their livestock. He took them out as well. So this is definitely no joke at all. No joke at all. So let me go ahead and share my screen and then we will get started. No, honey, this is happening exactly as it's written. Yeah, I saw Vegas was also under. Well, you know what? What's the nickname of Las Vegas? Sin City. Sin City, right? So I'm not surprised that place is underwater. All right. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Bacteria in the water. Isaac Phillips, thank you so much for the super chat. Shalom, Lisa. Okay. Appreciate the daily bids you get me through the day as a painter. Oh, you're a painter, huh? Cool. Okay. Shout out to the chat. Thank you so much, Isaac. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Now let's get started. You think we can do it this time? Woo, what a morning. Okay. All right. If you open the link that I gave you, it's to a CBS article that just came out recently. And this is something that's impacting young children, infants. And hospitals are reporting this Parechio virus in infants, and they're saying, no, it's not normal. Usually, on a normal year, they only see a few of these cases, but they're seeing more. And this is one of those things that can impact the development of a child. So, usually, it will have symptoms that kind of mock sepsis and other symptoms. In more severe cases, the infants will have seizures. So, multiple health systems are now reporting a potential uptick in serious cases of Parechio virus infections in infants after cases largely disappeared from children's hospitals during, that thing we can't talk about. A new report published by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention documents how cases have increased at one medical center in Tennessee, which has already hospitalized 29 cases so far this year, including 23 infants in a 6-week period. That marks an increase from previous years. Only 19 cases were detected over 5 months in 2018. So this has already surpassed 2018. So I know you may be saying to yourself, well, this is really not that many. But if you remember, plagues do not always start out with a lot of people. It starts small and then it grows from there. This is normal. This is the norm. While Parechio virus commonly infect children, triggering only mild symptoms in many kids, the virus can lead to severe disease when infecting babies younger than 3 months old. Some develop sepsis like symptoms or central nervous system infections. It can also raise the risk of longer term developmental problems. So far, at least 21 of the babies have recovered. One child is expected to face severe developmental delay after persistent seizures. Now, that's a more severe case. They said when the case is really severe, that's when the baby will have multiple seizures. The findings from doctors at Vanderbilt University Medical Center and Tennessee's Health Department were published on Thursday in the CDC's Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report. Fever, fussiness, and a low appetite were the most common symptoms among babies admitted in the study. It follows a health alert issued by the CDC earlier this month, which warned of multiple states reporting Parechio virus infections of newborns and young infants. It comes as pediatric infectious disease doctors around the country have been probing a potential uptick in cases. CBS affiliate WFSB TV reported earlier this month on a family mourning the death of a baby in Connecticut after the baby suffered seizures from his infection. So they're telling you there is an uptick, and this is not normal. The reason why I bring this story to you, because y'all, it looks like another plague. Number two, I have quite a few subscribers with babies. I have subscribers that are pregnant. I have subscribers that are grandparents raising their grandchildren. So this is just putting you on alert to something else that's out there. This time it's striking infants out here. And as soon as I saw this, the book of Exodus came straight to mind. And I was like, wow, I remember even in that story how the Heavenly Father went after the children. So children will not be spared in the judgment. We know this all too well. When chattel slavery happened, none of our children were spared. Nobody got a break. Nobody said, okay, the children won't have to deal with this. No, our children dealt with it. That's why when I listen to these rapture doctrines and they're trying to say their children won't have to go through it, in what world? In what world will your children not have to go through something? Okay, I guess these people don't read the Bible close enough. Children are never spared in a plague. So I don't know where they're getting this from, but I conclude as it meaning this: they can't accept the judgment that's coming their way. They can't accept that their children will be part of that judgment. They don't want to believe it. But there is no such plague where children are spared in the whole thing and people get raptured away. There is no rapture in the Bible, and there is no rapture coming for any of you. Okay, you'll be dead before you see that rapture come, and you'll be dead before you see your children spared. Neither one of those things are going to happen. But it just goes to show you how psychologically messed up a lot of these people are. Well, first of all, they've got to be psychologically messed up to do all the things that they have and continue to do to us. You got to be a psychological walking nightmare to be able to do the heinous things that they do to us, and they keep right on going, right? And so I'm not surprised that you're having psychological issues when it comes down to your judgment. But see, that's nor here or there when it comes down to us. That is their issue to deal with. Just like this judgment is their issue to deal with. This has nothing to do with us. We are walking away from the judgment. They are walking dead smack in the middle of it. So definitely, y'all, keep an eye on this. This is definitely another plague. It is another plague, especially if multiple hospitals are reporting this and they're saying this is normally not a big issue, but now it is. But this time it's the children. So I wanted you to see that article and make sure you share this live stream to make sure we spread awareness about this, especially for people that have young babies. Now, they did not give a breakdown on what the babies are, whether they're mostly Gentile babies or Hebrew babies. I don't believe they are mainly our babies. I really don't. I really don't. But y'all, before we get to December, there'll be more plagues. There'll be more. It's never going to end. America's judgment is really, truly here. It's real and it's here. So y'all, please do what you do. Leave your comments and also thumbs up this live stream, and let's spread the word about this because this is definitely real. All right, y'all. Please, thank you. Thank you so much for coming with all the technical difficulty. We finally got it done. So everybody, please enjoy the rest of your day. Those of you that do the Bible study with me, I will see you all later It'll probably start around 4:30 today. Shalom, family.